welcome back to my channel, and hello if you are new. I'm so happy that you're here. So today was a little bit of a tough morning for me. I dropped the kids off for their first day of school, and it kind of felt like I was dropping them all off for kindergarten because we stayed home last year and homeschooled, and they are starting a new school this year. And so my mama heart has been struggling, but we are so happy. We love their school so much, truly, and I'm so excited for them. I know that they're going to thrive, and I know it's going to be such an amazing school year. And they were all in such great spirits this morning, but I knew that I could not just sit at home all day. So I decided to hit up a couple of stores. There are several that I haven't even been into yet to see their fall collections. So I took a quick trip after I dropped the kids off at school to Hobby Lobby and to World Market. So I'm going to put in some clips from those adventures so that you can kind of see what's out there if you also have not had a chance to go out to the stores yet. And then we'll come back home and I will share what I ended up grabbing. So I hope that y'all will just get cozy, grab a blanket, a cup of coffee or tea or whatever you love, and then I'll catch you back here in just a little bit. We're starting off today in the floral section at Hobby Lobby. Now, if you've ever stepped into Hobby Lobby this time of year, you know that it can feel a little overwhelming. There is so much to look at. So instead of walking through every single aisle, I'm just going to share the pieces that really caught my eye, the ones that I think would be so beautiful to decorate with this fall. I'm sticking to my usual theme of muted natural tones like warm greens, deep browns, berries, and rusts. They had some gorgeous stems in these colors, and I love how these feel a little more organic and understated. Moving on to the pumpkins, there were so many realistic looking options in different colors, which I always appreciate. I used to spend a good bit of money at Trader Joe's getting all sorts of heirloom pumpkins, but they only last for such a short time. So I have found myself lately sticking to the faux pumpkins just to make it a little more cost effective. So I love seeing all of the different options. I also spotted some fun textures like Sherpa and boucle pumpkins, as well as some really pretty wooden ones. I loved this cornucopia in the deep dark brown. It really stood out to me and thought that it could be such a classic piece for fall. And then I also loved these two framed art pieces that feel timeless but still a little seasonal. Next, I walked over to World Market, and honestly, this is where I found the majority of items that I really loved. I was so impressed with their fall selection this year. Their stems immediately caught my eye. They looked and felt like something you'd get from a floral, but at a much better price. They had such a beautiful natural look with the colors and textures that make a space feel cozy and curated without looking overdone. I truly just couldn't get over how realistic they felt for the price. And then I noticed their garland and their wreaths. So many beautiful options with those same warm, muted tones. They felt really timeless and would be such a lovely addition to any door or wall, or even layered on a table for fall decor. I also loved their variety of baskets. There was a huge basket with a handle that was absolutely stunning and would make such a statement piece. And then there was this sweet little acorn basket that would be so cute in a playroom. And as for pumpkins, they had so many different textures. Some were solid, hard pumpkins with really pretty finishes, and others had that soft, cozy boucle feel that's so trendy right now. The dinnerware and mugs were just so stunning. Seasonal without being over the top. They had the sweetest little critter details, and the serveware was beautiful as well. I also couldn't get over the beautiful pumpkin drink dispenser and all of the coordinating glass pumpkin cups. They had such cute variety of these, from of course the pumpkins, but to the little critters as well, just kind of matching the theme that they had on their dishware. It feels playful and seasonal. I also spotted this pear-shaped wooden cutting board and a pack of 3 mango wood breadboards. They were so charming. I loved the deep dark wooden tones that would pair so well with fall decor. And moving on to the rugs and lamps, the World Market had so many fun options. There were lots of pretty shades, colors, and patterns that felt perfect for fall, from the muted neutrals to pops of warm, cozy tones. And their lamps and lampshades were stunning, including this gorgeous wooden floor lamp that just stopped me in my tracks. Ending my little shopping trip at World Market in the clothing section, and I could not resist sharing some of my favorites there too. Lots of cozy textures and layers that are perfect for transitioning into fall. There were so many beautiful pieces overall, but hopefully this helps narrow it down a bit and just give you kind of a curated look at what stood out most to me on these little shopping adventures. Now let's jump into the pieces that I ended up bringing home. I'm going to go ahead and share those with you now. Last year during the fall season, I was not on YouTube. I had taken about a year and a half off to just focus on family, and I did end up doing a big decor purge around the fall and Christmas season last year. It's not normal for me to bring this much in, but as I was kind of going through things, I realized I did get rid of a lot. I really loved these stems. So they are pretty thin, just to give you a heads up. I ended up grabbing 4, and I think that I'll be able to really kind of spread these out a bit and just kind of mold them so that they're a little more whimsical and less structured. What really stood out to me with these stems is the color of the leaves. I really love that kind of turning from summer to fall look with the edges kind of starting to turn purple and match the berries. They're originally $10, but fall is still 40% off right now. These are the acorn stems that you are probably also seeing all over the internet right now, but they are beautiful. So they're originally $20, but again, 40% off. So not too bad for what you're getting. I'm not sure if you can really see the full view here, but these are very long. Personally, I'm not going to be using like a huge vase. I could see these being really pretty in something big kind of on the floor as a really large statement and maybe an entryway, but I am thinking that I'm going to be trimming these down and putting them in a substantial vase that maybe will go on a countertop or a table. And just, yeah, I think they're very full, so I only got 2, but I love the acorns on there. For the most part, they do look pretty realistic. Really excited to incorporate these more muted fall colors into our home. I had seen Brenda over at Cozyholic share these wooden pumpkins over at Hobby Lobby, and I immediately knew I wanted them because I love adding in those like natural elements like wood into our home, and I think it does give that really pretty kind of vintage rustic look. This is such a beautiful pumpkin, and I found its pear. It wasn't actually in the same aisle, so I was kind of pleasantly surprised. I didn't realize that they had this in another shape. So I thought the 2 of these would pair together really well and just be really pretty. The little one was $13.99 and the larger one was $15.99, but again, 40% off. Truly prices that you can't beat. I got some more pumpkins. I actually got 7 of these, and that might seem like a lot, but I think I have a cute idea. I'm probably going to put these in a basket because I have so many baskets that I've gotten at like antique stores and thrift stores. I do love these. This is their kind of realistic style pumpkin. What I love about these is that they're all a little bit different. Each one sits flat-ish, but has some angle to it. There's a little bit of character to all of them, and so I'm excited to bring these into our home this season. I love this ribbon. So I decorated with ribbon a lot last fall and winter, but during the fall I had a color that was a little more mustard, and this one definitely is brown. And I'm loving the browns this year, especially with all the wooden elements that we have and with the stems that have the brown leaves. I'm just really excited about incorporating the brown tones into our home this fall. And so when I saw this ribbon with the frayed edge, I thought that was just so beautiful. And then I also got a smaller size. I did tie a lot of bows with ribbon onto a lot of our antique brass candle holders, and I think that just adds like a fun little elegant touch. Moving on to World Market now. So World Market is one of my favorite places to go for seasonal decor. I love to go there during the fall season and the holiday season because they have a really unique decor. It's such a beautiful store, and they have literally everything from clothes to decor to food to all the home stuff. So I found this beautiful wreath. This is one where I was like, okay, I had a few wreaths in my cart at Hobby Lobby that I was kind of thinking about. I ended up putting them away, and when I saw this, I was so glad that I did put them away because this one is so beautiful. I love the berries mixed with all of the different greenery, browns, a little bit of oranges. You're really getting all of the fall colors in this one. And while it is a little bit pricier, definitely than what you're gonna spend at Hobby Lobby, especially considering the 40% off, it's worth it to me because I'm gonna be using this for many seasons to come. I haven't decided yet if I'll end up putting this one in the house or if I'll use this for our fall front porch decor, but nonetheless, I'm so excited about it. I also grabbed this cute little cutting board. I think this is adorable and would be such a cute serving platter during the fall season. But I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll probably prop it up on our backsplash in our kitchen. I have some wooden pairs that I always bring out this time of year that I got from an antique store, so I think this will just tie in perfectly in the kitchen. I did end up grabbing another pumpkin. So this one they actually had at World Market last year as well. I remember putting it in my cart and putting it away and kind of getting home being like, man, it's just so cute. I could have put that on a little shelf or kind of propped it up with a blanket and a pillow on a couch. There's so many ways you can use these little guys. And what I will say is from going straight from Hobby Lobby over to World Market, which mine are actually right next to each other, I could immediately tell the difference in quality with these kind of Sherpa boucle pumpkins. So Hobby Lobby obviously has quite a variety of them, but I prefer this one from World Market, and it did come in a couple of different colors. I think just the structure and the shape of it is so cute, and it does feel just, I don't know, it's just so cute. So I'm excited to use this little guy. I think this was more of a sentimental, emotional purchase than anything, but I love this little fox mug. So our Theo, who is 9, loves foxes. They've been his favorite animal his whole life since he was a little baby. And I thought this was just like the cutest little painted fox on there. There were so many flavors for fall, like more than 10 probably. So many flavors. So I did end up grabbing a couple because Chad and I do love to drink tea during the fall and during the winter. I got the pumpkin spice stroopwafel tea, and it literally says an herbal hug in a cup. Truly, I think it's going to be that. But I need caffeine free, so I was a little bit limited on my options, but I was able to get that one, and then the butterscotch caramel. This one I got specifically for Chad because he loves anything butterscotch. The last 2 items I grabbed are clothing items, and I am in love with them. So the first is this sweater. I love the clothing section at World Market. I always make sure to stop and take a peek because they have such a wide variety of sweaters and tops and dresses, robes, PJs, you name it. They've got everything. And so I fell in love with all of the beautiful sweaters. They were so cute. This one is so unbelievably soft, and although it is kind of in that plum color that I guess I do say I don't have a lot of and don't really tend to wear or decorate with, I am gravitating towards it a little bit more this year than I ever have. And I just loved that this could be used as a cardigan or just a sweater, but it's so cozy and soft. And then the next thing I grabbed is a jacket. This is like a quilted jacket. So I have one that I got years ago from Ruli that I love. It is such a pretty green color, but it does go down to like my mid calf. So it really is better for winter, especially here in the Carolinas. We don't get super cold. And so I wanted to have just a quick jacket to toss on for the fall season. And I loved this one because I just love this color. And I also love it's got pockets. It's super cozy. It's warm, but not too warm. And it doesn't have any buttons or any enclosure, which I actually really like. I think it'll be a nice jacket to just kind of pop on real quick, run out the door, and just again, just a cozy layer. So really excited about all these finds. I hope that you enjoyed them and found a little inspiration. I hope you enjoyed the shop with me's and the haul portion. Let me know in the comments below what some of your favorite items were from either part of the video today. I have some fun videos coming up. I do have one more haul style video that I really want to share before I get into my fall decorating, which is my Amazon favorites fall video. This one has home decor pieces. I'm also going to be sharing some clothing pieces I found for fall, just great fall staples, some shoes, you name it, we're gonna put it in this video. So I hope that you look forward to that one. And then we're gonna start fall decorating. It's starting to get a little bit cooler here in the Carolinas. At least we're getting little glimpses in between all of the heat. And the kids are off to school. So for me, I've got my Hello Pumpkin candle burning behind me. The house smells like fall. I'm gonna make my tea this afternoon and just really starting to get in the fall mood. So I'm really excited. I hope you'll subscribe and join our YouTube family and just stay tuned for all the fall home content to come. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, friends.